Hello, I was doing a product shot on an Audio-Technica, rather expensive AT4050, and using a Lightbox. I was using one as demo for you folks that I made for I think less than $2. You can make it for free. But I had a bunch of requests from prior about what I was doing, and you'll see the test shots below. Now I just used a iPad background, as you can see here, and I actually swiped it behind my microphone here to create a beautiful background. And I also have some multicolored LEDs here that I use to paint the front of the subject. I've got green and blue and white light and strobe light, but also behind the microphone, as you can see, I have a LED, a red LED light taped right behind the microphone element. So I've got triple layer on the light, three layers of light. I have the red behind the microphone. I'm using the iPad. I just think of the countless hundreds of thousands of iPad backgrounds that you could use to swipe behind your object. I mean, you could even use an iPhone, especially if you're using a macro lens. I mean, I'm just swiping and it's behind the microphone. And I'm also using the Velo Shutter Boss, but I'm actually using about 4 to 5 seconds off camera illumination like this, using one of my LEDs. And as I said, I'm using the Velo Shutter Boss, which lets me have control over self-timer delay, which I really don't use, but for setting specific time, I have my shutter set, for example. Now I'm using time dilation, so I have more opportunity at 13 seconds to take my shots. So I'm actually shooting at ISO 200 at f-stop of 20 at bulb setting using the Velo Shutter Boss. So I told you about this in a prior video about this being a must-get accessory. This is available for all Nikons. There's a couple different varieties, one for the 800 series and one for the 7100/D750 series, which uses the MCDC2 connector port, which this is for the D7100 and the Nikon D750, which I'm shooting right now. I'm using a Nikon D750 with a Tokina 100mm macro. Let me turn off my rather expensive microphone. But I created some beautiful shots. I'm not going to edit them at all. I'm just going to crop them, and I'm going to let you see the samples down below for downloading them to see the effects that you can get. And this is really simple. You know, this is like an $8 set of LEDs you can get off of eBay. These are actually used in rave concerts and whatnot. I have strings attached, and I assume that drug-filled idiots actually spin these up and trip out, but I don't care. I mean, I bought them for subject illumination and macro photography, so they're great little bundled LEDs. So, and I could also do some flashlight illumination, which I was doing earlier on a Rode NTG3 microphone. I was creating some simple shots for a buddy that was making a microphone brochure, and I was giving him some shots of some microphones for his brochure. He's working on a book on microphones. I was taking some shots for him, and I was doing a couple oddball shots, including the one that I just took. Anyway, thought I'd make it simple, and check the test shots below, and I will leave them only cropped and unedited, and you can see them. Okay? Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, let me know. Like I said, I could literally make about 1,000 videos on Lightbox shooting, and as you can see, I have a translucent top for illumination above, giving me a diffuse stroboscopic effect for doing like moving. I'll actually have a macro object on a string, and I'll actually do stroboscopic illumination, which I was doing about an hour ago, where I'll actually time the strobe to fire at a certain sequence, an interval, but I'll have an object swinging, so in the picture it looks like there are multiple objects. So the possibilities are just phenomenally endless. I mean, you can make hundreds of videos about Lightbox photography. And this is hardly a Lightbox. This is one that I showed you guys that you could build yourself for free or $2. You could build a much better one. Go to the hardware store or go to your craft shop and buy some really fine corrugated whiteboard and make a really fancy Lightbox for basically 20 bucks. But I mean, a little $2 one like this is more than sufficient as well. Anyway, to all the US watchers out there, happy 4th of July. It's technically the 4th of July, so... Oh, by the way, I don't know who did... It's none of you guys. Some weirdo left an apple pie inside my front door when I woke up this morning. It says from someone, I have no idea who these people are, but this is kind of creepy. I know I'm fat, but I don't like sweets. It's like so weird. It wasn't delivered in the mail. Someone just... And I have no idea who they are. They just left me an apple pie. That's so creepy. God knows it's somebody that hates me. It could be poison. I let you think that was funny. Anyway, anybody like apple pie? I do not like sweets at all. Yeah, you can actually be fat and not like sweets. Anyway, catch you later.